smells like feces in here. This place needs to be painted down. Give it a nice clean smell. I'm doing a ceiling job for a client at the moment. Mixing wand. Have an easy sand. Go back. I use Easy Sand 20. It's just what I've always used. It just mixes, it dries faster. So it's just more, it's just a tougher compound than the 40 or the 90. And you can make the 20/90 just by not mixing as much powder. It's basically, so it's more of a concentrated compound. Costs the same. So in my eyes, it's better to buy the concentrated stuff and then just not use as much. Okay. Always put a little water in that mixing bucket. "16" trowel, 6" knife. I don't have a dunk bucket, so it's just going to go in the water. In the water bucket. I actually have to mix this. That. Whoops. Oh, great. Fucking idiot. Oh my God, dude. I left the fucking chuck in, and now I've got all this junk. What a fucking mess. Never ceases to amaze. You know, I just get amazed at some of the problems that I run into. Never even seen this before. But Now I know why all my guys kept doing it. I haven't done that. And I've had this chuck on here for at least 6 years. I'll tie it on again. It's just hog tied with some vent tubing. That's all it is. I usually don't mud in such a nasty environment, but this client's more about speed than nuances, so we're just gonna get it done. Oh yeah. Oh, honey. What a son of a gun. Well, that'll cut the dust down, I guess. Whatever. It's first coat. I just put water in the bottom so it doesn't stick. Especially when you get that easy sand in there. Wow, this mud is perfect. So I'm just putting in just enough to get a first coat on this ceiling. I'm not gonna mix a whole bucket of mud with easy sand. This is virgin pro form. Got about a cup of water at the base, and I'll be using easy sand 20 to mix in. All right. Cool. This floor is really disgusting too. There'll just be chunks all through the floor, all through the mud, that's all. I'm trying to mitigate, but shite happens. Here we go. A little bit of easy sand powder. That's gonna help this set up and dry quicker. have any accidents. Bring the mud over here. Easy sand. I'm gonna keep that easy sand nice and dry. Yeah, I'll separate it, bring it over here. Okay. So chuck. So it's just a stretchy hose that I had hog tied on so I didn't lose my chuck. And it was just always right where production needed it. But I left it in the damn thing and turned on the drill. And it just ripped right off. I always wondered how the guys would lose it like that. They kept breaking it off. Well, there it is. That's how they did it. Looks like we need more easy sand powder. Cool. It's starting to really thicken up now, you see. Okay, I'll just get water on the outside. Well, on the inside walls, I just kind of rub water with my hand. Just get water on my hand. Then I run my hand all the way down. Then you just take that extra water, pour it out, and now you've got a nice set bucket. All that mud is set. There's a little moisture around everything so that it stops it from drying out too fast. Now, I'm thinking about buying the gimbal that follows you around the room, but that's gonna come later. So you might not see me in every, I'll try to do it so that you guys can see what I'm up to. Now, this is still just a little too wet, but what in the hell? I totally forgot to put tape up. It's alright, it won't take long. I'll just do it as I go. See, and then when I move, I'll do that row. I'll just keep it right on me. Be alright. It'll be alright. I've seen worse things happen. It's not sticking. Mm-hmm. Got him. Remember, of course that's gonna happen. Always get the rocks out. Always sink any screws that are giving you trouble. And always skim coat. We're putting it in and wiping it all off. I need the drill. I see a screw that's going to give us problems. You always want to mix that mud really well too. Get all the air bubbles out. See how I put that on? Just like a cookie, like this. And as you pull, it spreads wide, but really you're just pulling it from one side of the feather to the other. Now I'm just gonna go through. Oh God, found another lovely rock from that mess I got put in there. Lovely. Anyway, first coat, you're just trying to fill up the bad stuff here. So now I'm going to go through. Fill up all the screw holes. Gotta go quick because that easy sand is working. And if it sets too long, that easy sand is going to set up. So it's best to usually just keep it moving, even just to go down and stir it. Helps. So you see I'm putting it on and wiping everything off. I'm scraping it as tight as I can. I'm only filling the negative void. I'm not building anything. When that dries, it's going to dry white. That's why people think that you fill it up and try to feather it. No. You put it in and then scrape it all off. Every bit of it. And then the moisture that was on there before you wiped it off turns white when it dries. Remember, the paper of the sheetrock is the maximum depth that you want that mud to go, if at all possible. If you have to feather, like because of, let's say, butt ends meeting or something like that, it's literally micrometers. You'll still end up wiping it all off, basically. That's what I mean. And then when you set, don't touch it again. Just let it set. Let it dry. Come back to it when it's sandable. Next time you want to touch it is when you could take a sponge sander to it and dust comes down. If it's moist at all, do not touch it. It will just mess it up and it'll make it harder to sand and manipulate later. Alright, while I'm in here, I might as well just do this closet. Yep, the mud's still looking lively. Alright. Oh yeah. I got one seam here I gotta touch up here. Put some tape on it. So in my eyes, I've only ever had to fix paper tape, right? And what did I fix it with? Mesh tape. So in my eyes, mesh tape is the only good tape to use because you'll never have to fix it again. Well, I mean, if that's what you're fixing broken paper tape with, then why not use mesh tape to begin with and minimize the amount that you have to fix later. So I've just always used mesh. Just straight to the point, get it done. Okay, every now and then you'll hear me smack. So I'm taking the circled, see how that's rounded? Taking that butt end and smacking it up where little hairs are coming down from the backing out of the screw, where a screw missed. You'll have a little hole with feathers coming down in a circle. And you need to bang them up behind in the negative, so higher than the paper of the drywall. So right now, almost forgot about paper. Well, tape. What am I talking about paper for? Tape. So when I have a hole like this in the ceiling, I like to just mud the tape that's hitting the wall. And what that's going to do, it's going to give it structure. So when I come back, I'll be able to mud in the middle and it won't sag and pull down. So I'm just taping, just mudding where the tape is actually hitting the drywall. I'm leaving the hole completely untouched. That's going to strengthen it right up so that it'll hold the weight when I go and fill in that mesh later. But it's got to be dried completely. Oh, you fuck. Sloppy, man. You want to stay up on cleaning your trowels too, because that, yuck. I always clean. Look at that. Look at that. Right? So I just get it wet. Well, I'd usually sand it, but I don't. I'm just going the quick way here. Well, it's not really the quicker way. I'm just saying. Yeah. client don't really, I just want to get the job done for her, save some time, I guess. If I bring a bunch of tools in, it's just more shit to fuck with, more stuff to slow me down. Whoa. Alright. Hey, just about perfect amount of tape. Yeah, I got enough to do another small room, I'd say. I had a feeling I mixed too much. Probably only needed half of what I mixed. All right, guys. There's the mud. 'Tis done. First coat. Make sure that you stay tuned. Please consider subscribing to see more down the road. Look, I have one more to do. Yay. Oh, and that one fell off too. All right. Well, I'll clean those up and we'll catch you later on the next step. I think I got to go put another coat on the cabinet doors and drawers. So catch you in a little bit. Thanks for watching.